We come in peace.
Marvel just pulled off one of its biggest marketing stunts ever. In a marathon 5-hour live stream, they revealed the cast of Avengers Doomsday, but in the slowest way possible, unveiling each actor one chair at a time. The event kicked off at 8 a.m. Pacific Time and lasted a whopping 5 hours and 27 minutes, pulling in a mind-blowing 275 million digital views. That makes it Marvel's most watched live stream ever, even beating out the Avengers Infinity War trailer and their biggest red carpet premieres. The reveal included the Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, X-Men, and of course the Avengers. But one major MCU team was missing: the Guardians of the Galaxy. So what's going on with them? And is a fourth movie in the cards for them? James Gunn wrapped up his Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy with 2023's Volume 3, and he's made it clear that if there's another movie, it probably wouldn't be called Volume 4. But that doesn't mean the Guardians are done. The mid-credit scene in Volume 3 introduced a brand new Guardians lineup featuring Rocket, Groot, Kraglin, Cosmo, Adam Warlock, Phyla, and Blurp. With fresh faces joining fan favorites, there's a lot of potential for future stories. Given how successful and beloved the Guardians franchise is, it wouldn't be a missed opportunity for Marvel to sideline them just because Gunn has moved on to DC. If anything, a new Guardians movie seems like a no-brainer. Even if Marvel doesn't continue with the Guardians of the Galaxy title, they could still explore spin-offs focused on specific characters. And at the top of that list, a project centered on legendary StarLord. Marvel Studios has already teased this possibility, confirming at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 that Peter Quill will return. James Gunn even hinted on the Happy Sad Confused podcast that Chris Pratt might already be working with Marvel on something. But where and when StarLord will show up next is still a mystery. At the end of Volume 3, Quill returned to Earth to reunite with his grandfather and settle into a normal life. But let's be real, he's not the type to stay out of trouble. Now that he's on Earth, he's perfectly positioned to cross paths with other MCU heroes and maybe even join the next Avengers team. After leading the Guardians for so long, it'd be awesome to see Chris Pratt take on a more Earth-based role, leading his own adventures as the legendary StarLord. Another great potential Guardian spin-off is a Groot and Rocket origin story. We met Rocket and Groot as a duo in the first Guardians of the Galaxy, but their first meeting and early adventures have never been shown on screen. Volume 3 gave us Rocket's heartbreaking backstory, but James Gunn originally planned to include his first encounter with Groot in the film. Marvel Studios pushed for changes, but that doesn't mean the story is off the table. In July 2023, Gunn revealed on Threads that Rocket and Groot's origin had already been storyboarded. The story would follow a young Rocket imprisoned with Groot and the robotic Tibius Lark, leading to their escape after Rocket builds a weapon using Lark's body. With Volume 3 putting so much focus on Rocket's past, this spin-off could be the perfect follow-up, diving deeper into one of the MCU's most beloved friendships. Next, we have Adam Warlock. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 finally introduced Adam Warlock to the MCU, with Will Poulter playing a more childlike version of the powerful cosmic hero. His debut opens up some big possibilities, as he could become a major player in Marvel's future, assuming he's confirmed to return. So far, neither Marvel Studios nor Poulter has officially announced anything. If he does come back, a solo project could focus on his journey as a hero, separate from the Guardians, or even explore his origins before he met them. The first option seems more likely, as it would let Marvel develop Adam's character, showing him learning to control his immense powers and grappling with his origins as a creation of the High Evolutionary and the Sovereign. Either way, there's a lot of untapped potential for Adam Warlock in the MCU. Next up, we've got another spin-off idea, Nebula and Drax leading the new Nowhere. At the end of Volume 3, the original team split up, leaving room for all kinds of spin-offs. Rocket stepped up as captain, while Nebula and Drax decided to stay on Nowhere to help build a new community for the refugees and creatures rescued from the High Evolutionary's lab. This was a great full-circle moment for Nebula, who went from villain to hero, and for Drax, who finally got to embrace his fatherly side again. With so many new beings now calling Nowhere home, Plus the fact that it's basically the Guardians' headquarters, there are endless storytelling possibilities. A series about Nebula and Drax running things could be a great fit for Disney+, maybe even as a more grounded, character-driven show. It could also bring back Chukwudi Iwuji's High Evolutionary, who was left in custody on Nowhere, making way for his return as a major villain. Another idea is a spin-off focusing on Gamora and the Ravagers. Avengers Endgame gave Gamora a second chance by bringing in her 2014 variant, who survived the Battle of Earth. But instead of rejoining the Guardians in Volume 3, this version of Gamora found a new home with the Ravagers. James Gunn even revealed that a Ravagers-focused project was in the works before he left Marvel, so there's still a chance this could happen. Gunn always thought the Ravagers would make for a great show, whether following Sly Stallone's crew or just diving deeper into their pirate adventures. He even pitched the idea to Kevin Feige during Guardians 1, but despite the franchise's success, a Ravagers series never materialized. One of Volume 2's post-credit scenes teased a Ravager team featuring Stakar Ogord, Martinex, Charlie 27, Alita Ogord, Krugar, and Mainframe, characters inspired by Marvel's original Guardians from the 60s. Some of them later became Gamora's new family in Volume 3, so it'd be awesome to explore their dynamic further. While Zoe Saldana has said she's done playing Gamora, she's open to another actor taking over, which could keep the story going. Another possible spin-off project could also dive into Mantis's next adventure. She wasn't the only one to leave the Guardians at the end of Volume 3. Nebula and Drax also went their own ways, but instead of staying on Nowhere, Mantis set off completely on her own. She wanted to explore life beyond Ego's influence and outside the Guardians' safety net. Her journey of self-discovery is bold, exciting, and a great setup for a spin-off featuring Pom Klementieff and her 3 new obelisks. There's been talk that a Mantis spin-off could bring in her Celestial Madonna arc from the comics, where she became a major figure in the Marvel Universe. She's already proven she can carry a story, especially with her key role in the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special alongside Drax. Given how little focus she got in the Guardians films, a solo project would be the perfect way to explore her character more, and she definitely deserves it. Well, that's about it for now. Which Guardians of the Galaxy spin-off would you most want to see? Legendary StarLord, Rocket and Groot, or something else entirely? Let me know in the comments section down below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on more updates about this and other exciting upcoming movies and series. We'll see you next time.